Yo, what's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to a new video. My name is Akshit and I'm an international student here in Canada. So, what are we going to talk about today? Well, you must have read from the title. This video is very important for you if you have come to Canada after grade 12 and are doing a 2-year diploma and are worried about how to get your permanent residency here in Canada. So, this video is for you. So in this video we'll talk about how many points you actually get if you come to Canada after grade 12 and are doing a 2-year diploma, and what is the cutoff that is required to get your PR. And also we'll talk about that if you have a low score, how you can increase that score, how you can get your PR here. So not to worry, all the methods that I'm going to tell you won't require you to pay any fee to the lawyer. It would be all based on your performance or based on your effort, nothing from the lawyer's side. So it's gonna be a very informative video, and if you find this video helpful, do share it with your friends and any of your family member who's coming to Canada after grade 12, because it's gonna be very useful. So stay tuned with me. And first of all, starting the video, we'll move on to my laptop screen and see what are the actual points you receive when you come here after grade 12 and just have a 2-year diploma. So let's move on to my laptop screen and check that. And after that, following it, I'll talk about the three important ways how you can improve your score. So here we are on my laptop screen, and I'll directly go to my Google web browser and check this out. This is the website that is used to calculate your PR points. It's called CRS calculator. I'll put the link of this calculator in the description box, and you can check out this calculator. You can play around with it and see how your score changes if you qualify for a certain thing. So let's move on directly to calculating your points if you have done a 2-year diploma and have just completed grade 12 back in your country. So let's assume your marital status is single. How old are you? Well, if your age is between 20 to 29 years, then the PR points are the same. So whatever age you choose, you're gonna get the same number of PR points. So let's assume you came here at the age of 19, then you did your 2-year diploma, and then you worked for 1 year, and then your age would be around 23. Let's put it 23. Anyway, this is not gonna add anything to your PR points, because if you're of the age of 20 to 29, you get the same points, because Canada needs young blood. They need the workforce. So that's why I would say the immigration rules are less strict, and they want more people coming in over here. Alright, so moving forward, what is your level of education? I would say a 2-year program. Now, have you earned a Canadian degree, diploma, certificate? Well, this point was for anywhere in the world. Have you earned a university bachelor's degree or anything? You answer that accordingly. And this 4B is whether have you achieved any diploma or a degree here in Canada. Then again you say yes. Choose the best answer, 2-year diploma. Now Now, what's the first official language you gave? You say you gave your IELTS exam. Now, what are your test scores, and how test scores affect your score? So, the more bands you have, the better your score is. Let me show you. So, I come over here. You see this. If you have a score CLB 10, then you get the maximum points of 34. Because you're without a spouse, you get the points of 34. And if you have a CLB of 9, then you get your PR points as 31. Now, what is this equivalent to? Now, if we have a CLB of 10, that means you need 8 band in reading, 7.5 band in writing, 8.5 in listening, and 7.5 in speaking. Now, I know that's a little hard, but it can be achieved. Now, CLB 9 is 778. That's what most people aim for. They aim for, we need 778, 778. Yep, so let's actually put it 778. Let me see what is the 8 in. 8 is in listening. Okay, we'll put 778. Listening 8, reading 7, writing again 7. 778. It sounds cool, right? 778. Moving forward, do you have other language results? I would say nope, not applicable. Work experience, 1 year. Yep, and 1 year in which type of job? Either in knock A, or in B, or in O. Now, what is a knock? Well, you see this link here, find your knock. I've opened this up. Now, knock A, B, or O are actually these jobs. You need to be in this, then only you get the most points. So if you cannot find your job here, then simply come down to the page and search over here. For example, if you have done a software development diploma, just like me, then you search for software. You see software engineers, they fall in the category of knock A. If you search for, let's say, supervisors, general office staff, and administrative support workers are knock B. So you get equal points, knock A, B, or O. The only thing is your job should be in this category. So I'll say that yes, I have a job of either knock A, B, or O, and I have worked for 1 year. In the last 10 years, how many years of foreign skilled work experience do you have? That means international experience. In other country, do you have any experience? I would say no, because we have come here after grade 12 and we have nothing. We have nothing in our hand. Do you have a certification of qualification from a Canadian province? Nope. We have a valid job offer supported by labor market impact assessment. Now, this is the term which is also called LMIA, the short form of it. You must have heard a lot about it. I'll talk about this later in this video, but first, let's say you don't have it. I'll say nope. Do you have a nomination certificate? Nope. You must have also heard of this a lot. I'll come to this later in this video. Let's move forward. Do your spouse, common law partner, have a brother or sister? Nope. Now let's calculate your score. Hold back to your seat and your score is just 425. That means Canada is not for you. You don't get the permanent residency. Because the cutoff score right now is around 470 and you're just having a score of 425. How would things work? Well, I would suggest you 3 methods that you can actually apply to make your score a little higher. That is, which can actually get you the PR of Canada, which makes your points more than 470. Now, what are the 3 options? Moving on to option number 1. That is, you give your French exam. You learn French and then you give your exam. Now, if you are already on a work permit and have already completed 1 or 2 years, that means you just have 1 year left, then I won't suggest you this, because learning French in just 1 year could be difficult. Not impossible, but I would suggest the other 2 methods that I'm going to talk after these, so you can look into that. But if you have time, you're still on a study permit, then I would suggest you this method, because this is the most inexpensive and the best method to get your PR. Okay, so you learn French. There are many apps out there, many websites. Just take any course for free, or even if you have to pay a few bucks, I won't mind paying that. Instead of paying tons of amounts to lawyers, you could actually invest into learning for French. because if you know French, then you can also get more job opportunities. So it's actually an addition to your portfolio. So I would highly recommend you this option. Alright, so let's put that on and let's see how your score changes. The marital status remains the same. How old are you? Let's say 23. What's your level of education? A 2-year program. Have you earned a Canadian degree, diploma, or certificate? Yep. Level of education, 1 or 2-year diploma or certificate. English. Yep. So first you gave IELTS exam. You scored 778. In listening you need 8. Reading 7. Writing 7. We have other language results. Yep, so now you have a French test. Now, so you put TEF. Now, how much do you need to score in French to get those 50 points, additional 50 points in your CRS? Let's check that out. So for French, so how does my French have to be to get those 50 additional points? It should be of NCLC 7. That means in speaking you need from 310 to 348, listening this, reading this, and writing this. Let's put that score. This one, this one, this one, and then this one. I guess this was it. Anyway, you can check that out and let it change it accordingly. Now work experience, I would say again 1 year. No foreign experience. Do you have a certificate from a Canadian province? Nope. Job offer supported by LMIA? Nope. Do you have a nomination certificate? Nope. Brother? Nope. By the way, if you have your brother over here, you get extra points for that. So if you have your elder brother over here, you got the points. So you see your score changed from 428 to 490, which actually makes you eligible for express entry. The cutoff was around 470 and you have a score of 490. Congratulations, you are invited to apply for your permanent residency. Perfect. Now this was the first option. Now what if you don't want to do the French thing? You want to look for another option. You need it, I got it. So here you go. Let's see what the other option is. Again, you are single. How old are you? 22. Level of education, 2-year program. Have you earned a Canadian degree? Yep. 1 or 2-year diploma. You see, that's why it said that bachelor degree gives you more points. Here you can see in this calculator which tests that you first give for IELTS. Let's say 778. Yep, 778. Do you have other language results? No. Now I would say not applicable because here I'm looking for the second option. Work experience 1 year. None, because no international experience. No. Supported. This is the option where you say yes. This is the second option. Now what's this labor market impact assessment? It's also called LMIA. So an employer would actually give you an LMIA, that is a job offer. Now what an employer needs to give you that? An employer needs to put a job posting and then he needs to show that a Canadian citizen could not fulfill those requirements that he needed in that vacant position, so he hired a foreign national just like you or me for this job. And that's basically what it is. So the employer says that there's no one out there in that region who could actually qualify for the job. So this is a bit difficult for employers to do it, but some do it. Some take money for it, some don't. So there are both kind of employers. You have to do your research and find that out. If you do that, if you get an employer who says that yes, I would give you a job offer, you're good to go, man. You get your 50 points. So you say yes here, Which knock level is it? Most probably it would be of this level. If not, you can find it on the link that I told you. Do you have a nomination certificate? Nope. No, brother. And then calculate your score. 475 exactly matches the cutoff score, and most probably you get the PR. Congratulations, you got your PR for the second time. Now moving on to the third time. Let's make you happy for the third time. So I'll reload this page and start from the very beginning. Single, how old are you? Just 23. What's your level of education? 2-year program. Do you have a Canadian degree? Yep. Best level of education, 2-year diploma. You just have IELTS, and that's 778. And 778. Yep. Do you have other language results? Not applicable. How many years? 1 year. Now the option that I'm going to tell you, it's going to give you these many points that you would be like, these options don't matter to me. Come on, these options are like just like kids in front of that. So let's show you what that option is. Some of you must have guessed it. Now we are not talking about LMIA, so I'll say nope. This is the real gold that most people go for, most common option, which is, do you have a nomination certificate from a province or territory? What it means? It means, do you have a PNP? Do you have a provincial nomination program? Did you get that? So if you got it, you actually get 600 points. Now that's why the cutoff is 470. You just get 600 points by getting a PNP. A PNP is like a permanent residency for a province. If you get that, you then apply for express entry and your points are done. You get your 600 points from there. Now what are some of the popular provinces? Provinces like Saskatchewan, Prince Edward Island, many provinces out there. A separate video can be made on it, like how their provincial program works. It can be made. So let me know in the comments if you want to know that. Also, like in provinces like Ontario or British Columbia, they do have provincial nomination program, but it's kind of hard to get selected for that. Now why? Because in these provinces are already developed, but the provinces like Saskatchewan, Prince Edward Islands, they're still developing, and they need more people to come in so that the economy can grow in. And to make those provinces attractive, they have an easy provincial nominee program. So that's why many people move there, and I guess it's also the easiest option. You go there, you find a job, you talk to the employer, you work there for 1 year, around 1 year. It depends on the employer how much time he wants you to work over there. And then you get your PNP, you get your PR, and congratulations, you got your PR for the third time. Let's finish it off. Let's say, yep, you have that. And nope, you don't have your brother here. Then how many points? It's 1010. Congratulations, you got the invitation to apply. PR is at your doorstep, and your struggling life, I would say, has come to an end, and you're good to go. Like, this is the actual scenario of what is happening, what are the point system, how it is working, and why the employers, why the lawyers charge you this much amount. The lawyers actually find you an employer who could give you an LMIA, or they find you an employer actually in a different province. So basically, when you move to a province, you don't have to struggle for the first 2 or 3 months to find an employer who could give you a PNP. A lawyer actually does that for you. They already have employers over there who could actually give you the PNP. So that's how things are working, and I would say these are the only 3 options that you could do to get your PR if you have done a 2-year diploma and have just completed your grade 12. Yeah, that was it from my side. If you found this video helpful, do share it with your friends, and Let me know what type of videos would you like to see and put it in the comment section. Also, you can follow me on Instagram at abhinav.inc, and if you like this video, do consider subscribing to my channel. Till then, take care folks. I'll see you in the next one.